on your YouTube, where the video is, it should go live before very long.
Okay, let's see.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, I'm looking.
Well,
Okay,
that's
nothing yet.
okay. Yeah. I see
That's
a
all right.
Jeremy
I figured.
Smith. See a Idiot
Nothing
Luggage.
yet.
There it goes. I
That's
see a
all right.
Jeremy Smith. All right. Jeremy Smith, first time joining. Thank you so much, Jeremy Smith. Thank you, Idiot Luggage. Idiot to his friends, Mr. Luggage to his enemies. We have Ptolemychus from Pennsylvania. We have Rick. We got Nay up in Michigan. We got DW in New Mexico. And Damian Larson in the beautiful state of Utah. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got. We got a Charlie Stout. Hello, Charlie Stout. Only woman I ever met that hates to shop. Nay. William Schmidt-Matzen. Thank you guys so much for joining. We have a special guest. We got Phil joining us from Tallahassee today, who will be playing with us on our lovely table today. Let's see, here's camera 4. Camera 3. 3. Overhead shot. The beautiful Zeppelin cam brought to you by Cooner Beans, the king of beans since 1864. Have you had a lovely can of Cooner Beans today? There's the dice cam. There's me looking at something. All right. Well, that's it. That's the show. So
That's
we're
all,
gonna go.
folks.
Yeah, that's it. We're gonna go officially live at a little less than tres minuto. Tres minuto. We're gonna be playing a live game of Pulp Alley tabletop adventure game. We are lucky enough to have some lovely Doctor Who miniatures on the table today. And Phil, a big fan of Doctor Who, is playing today. Now, Phil actually sent us these. I shouldn't be talking about all this because I'll end up repeating it when we go live in a little less than dos minuto. So I'll stop talking about that and see if I can talk about something else. I've been thinking about trying to go see that Aliens Romulus. How any word out there? How's anybody reacting to Alien Romulus? You know, I used to be a big Aliens fan. I like 1, 2, and 3. Obviously 3 kind of took a little bit of a dip. 4 was pretty bad. So and then the new launch was okay, but it was kind of weird, which I like, right? I like weird, but, you know, it was what it was.
Yeah.
Anyhow, any word on Alien Romulus? Haven't seen it. Okay, all right. Bessie and I watched...
Yeah, we knew how 4 was going to end. It was just a good ride until then.
Yeah. Well. Bessie and I watched Furiosa, the new Mad Max, well, you know, Furiosa movie. I enjoyed it. Again, it was weird. It was really weird. It was probably the weirdest of all of the Mad Max movies. It almost felt like a Wes Anderson sort of comedy, like a dark comedy sort of thing. I just always was like, should I be laughing at this? I don't know. It was kind of goofy and campy and weird, which again, that pretty much describes me as well. So I kind of found it amusing. I found it entertaining, and I would probably watch it again. I can see why a lot of people didn't like it. Just like a Wes Anderson movie, right? You have to kind of appreciate the silliness in a way and not take it too serious. Which
I'm watching a lot of stuff I missed the first time.
Yeah, yeah. Anywho, oh, it's 10 o'clock. I wonder where my Bessie is. Huh. I am Bessieless. I wonder if she fell asleep. I guess I better go check. I'm gonna go check real quick. Sorry. Phil, regale the boys and girls with stories of the Pyramids of Mars episode. Or series.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Great Tom Baker episode. Sutekh, 1930s-ish, 1924. The professor who then becomes a servant of Sutekh is back from Egypt with this big coffin that is the time capsule of sorts that contains Sutekh. And you got a guy with a fez and a gun, so there's that, and it's just it's a pretty decent story if you like Egyptian stuff and Doctor Who, and they've got some pretty decent mummy robots as well. I've collected a few of those in my time to be used for that and other things. And it's got, let's see, it's got old dynamite. It's got force fields around the manor. It's got everything. And Sarah Jane looks great. So Dave and I were talking about the possibility of injecting somebody who looks like somebody who looks and acts like Doctor Who, but not using the name into the games. And from what I've done over the years, I always like to have a doctor and his companions and the TARDIS sitting in one end of the miniature game that I'm playing, so I could take a picture over their shoulder as they're watching the miniature game.
Okay.
So it's possible to interject that into any of these scenarios that we have.
Okay, here we go. So this is a rewrite of the. Did that flash?
It went from commercial to this.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
This is a updated version of the Shady Deals scenario that is going to be in the second edition version of Tomb of the Serpent. So a big thank you to Manny Marino for helping me kind of get the scenarios updated for second edition. So this is kind of a play test of some of the changes that he and I have made to it. We've played it several times already. So this is just, another play just to kind of make sure we're working out all of the bugs and everything. We have, now I feel bad because I didn't design a proper Doctor Who character for this scenario. Instead, I just looked through like some of my leader level characters and found one that I thought was kind of close. What is it, sweetheart? It takes a while sometimes for it to kick in. Is it kicked in yet?
Mm-mm.
Hi, Bessie.
There we go. Hi.
Okay, she can hear you. So all I did was I took D.A. Denton, which, is what it is. So we're using the D.A. Denton card to represent Doctor Who, and he is the only level 4 character on the table for this scenario. We're using Bosun as Amy, and then we have the Betty Bixler profile we're using for this little fellow, which I'm calling Nestor or something like that. I don't really know, but I thought that would be a fun character just to throw in there for a extra little companion for the Doctor to have. The scenario is to find an artifact that is hidden somewhere in this this bizarre area. The cultists of Sutekh are trying to free him, and they also want to find the artifact. So that is the main goal here, is to track down where this artifact is hidden. Someone supposedly has it for sale, but we're going to have to come in here and question. Phil, as the guest, will be playing the protagonists, the heroes of the story, and I'll be playing the baddies, the antagonists for this story. Our goal is basically the same, and that is to track down the artifact. Bessie, send us back to camera 1. So, for those of you that don't know about it, just a real quick reminder for those of you that do know about it, we are going to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico, October 17th through the 19th. Yeah, 17th to the 19th in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We'd love to see you there too. It's going to be at Slice and Dice Pizzeria. Come join us for live gaming. There's probably going to be, I don't know, half dozen to a dozen Pulp Alley players there, coming from all over the country, from Colorado and Michigan and California, and all converging on Slice and Dice Pizza in Albuquerque, New Mexico, October 17th and the 19th. If you haven't already... Go ahead, buddy.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Okay. By any chance, is it going to be broadcast live?
Yes. Yes, we're going to be streaming it. Yeah, we'll be streaming most of the weekend as long as the battery holds out. Batteries, I guess I should say. We'll try to stream most of the events that we'll be playing.
I'll be my butt's in front of the TV. Two
and a half days of Pulp Alley fun. If you haven't already, please take a moment right now and make sure you are subscribed to our little channel. Please take a moment right now and hit that like button for us. That means a lot to us. And click that bell so you get a notification when we upload a new video. And we're ready to get going.
Let's do it.
Shady Deals is the name of the scenario. It was originally published in the first edition version of Tomb of the Serpent that was released back in 2016. So, yeah, 2016 was back when the first edition version was released. We're updating it. Hopefully get a second edition out. Maybe by the end of this year, maybe into next year. Who knows? As we start turn number 1, I am going to ask... I am starting off as the director. We've already drawn cards. I'm starting off as the director. I'm going to ask Phil to activate the first character. Phil, who would you like to activate?
Okay, let's see. First character. Okay. I am going to run Mr. Benton. Or Denton, behind the stall.
She's
okay.
fine. I'm gonna go check on her.
Okay.
Okay, with the, no, I'm going to run him into the corner of that building behind the stall with the light cover.
Okay. Okay, into the building. Okay, so on a run move, I'll put you right back over here. We'll kind of tuck you back a little bit just to say that you're in cover there. All right, and then since he ran, we know he's not going to perform an action, so we're going to end his move there. And then I'm going to ask you to activate another character. As the director, you have the prerogative of choosing who's going to activate, and I would like Phil to continue to activate.
Okay, and I'm going to run my little hand-to-hand monster. Let me see.
Amy?
I'm looking at my photograph now. Yes. Okay, behind the blue stall.
The blue stall.
Blue roofed stall, or the dark one.
Like way over there? Is that what you're saying? So on the other side of the
Well,
fountain?
yeah, it's yeah. The then is behind the light roofed stall in front of
Uh-huh.
the that is behind the plot point, and
Uh-huh.
he will be behind the dark roofed store,
Okay.
keeping an eye on the object to his left.
Okay. So she's moving up to the to the stall with the dark roof. Amy is?
She's moving up to the one with the light roof. He is moving behind the one. He is going to be moving behind them in the corner by that in the hardcover by the building, so that he
Okay.
can keep his eyes on that
All right.
plot point.
All right. And then we still have your little fellow, Nestor. And I'm going to ask you to activate your last character. Where's the little guy going to go?
Okay. Um, behind the stall with the light roof.
Okay, right next to Amy. All right, so he is right there next to Amy on a run. Okay, so that
Okay.
is their moves. All three of them have activated and moved towards one of the vendors there to question him about where this artifact might be located. I'm going to double check your cards. I don't see that you have anything that will play when I activate. So I'm going to assume that you are not playing any cards. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to start with my snake. And my snake is just going to waddle out here 6 inches directly towards you. It is hunting you down. So it is moving 6 inches in between the car and the crates. I guess I'll kind of hug the car and claim cover there in case something gets shot at me. For my dancers, I'm gonna activate my red-haired dancer, and she's going to run up to the pickup, positioning herself there. I'm gonna activate my raven-haired dancer, and she's going to run towards the crates and position herself there. And then I'm going to activate Dahlia, and she's going to move up to these crates. So kind of taking cover at whatever's available. First turn is really about some maneuvering and getting into position. So there you can see where they are. I'm going to try to show you, Phil, where they are in relation to you. So here are, they are over there. And there's Amy and Nestor, and Doctor Who is right behind them.
Can I just call them Amy and Doctor Who?
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Okay, good. Because I'd like to call them by their character names, but the picture that I have here has got them covering up the character names.
I know. Okay, so that is going to end turn number 1. Unfortunately, June is not feeling real well today, so she's running a little bit of a fever. Mama has gone to check on her, so I may be running with slightly handicapped today. So I apologize for that, but it is what it is. As we start, that's going to finish turn number 1. Family comes first. I am still the director, so I will draw a new card. I drew a trip up. Oh, that's nice. Unfortunately, all of your characters are in a good position right now. I drew a trip up, Phil. You drew a I'm all right. I'm all right you can use instead of rolling a health or recovery check. You can use that card instead of rolling to automatically pass. So, as we start turn number 2, I look at the table and I get to decide here, do I really think I'm in a position where I want to go first, or am I in a position where I want Phil to go first? And as the director, you get to make those decisions. Pulp Alley really is a game where we want the players to play the game rather than just rolling dice. I love rolling dice as much as the next player, right? Rolling dice is fun. I just don't want the dice to control every aspect of the game. I would rather actually play the game. So as I look at this table and I think to myself, I think I would rather have Phil go first this turn. So, Phil, I'm going to ask you to activate one of your characters. Who would you like to activate?
The Miss Miller over by the plot point will attempt to do the peril.
I apologize, Phil. You kind of broke up there, and I'm not sure who you were activating.
Okay, Bixler.
Bixler.
For the plot point.
Okay, I got Amy, I got Nestor, and I got Doctor Who.
Okay, the one on the clear base.
Okay,
yeah, the one on the
Nestor.
clear base.
Okay, Nestor. Okay.
Nestor.
Nestor
Okay.
activates, and he's going for the plot point. I don't have a card I'm going to play on him, so he will move into contact with the plot point. He will face a random challenge to see, because plot points are always dangerous, and he drew a 1. 1 with finesse. And he has a lot of finesse. He has 3
Yes, he
die,
does.
sorry, 4 die 8. He has 4 die 8 in finesse. I don't have a card I want to play on him. I don't think this is where you could use the bad feeling if you didn't want to do that challenge, but I think it falls right into your wheelhouse. So here is his roll. Not only that, but you could even re-roll one of these if for some reason we failed it. And we did not fail it, so you easily make it past the peril. Checking your cards. And now for the plot point. For the plot point, and this is a special rule for this scenario, instead of drawing another challenge for the plot point, we draw one of these 5 yellow cards, which are called scenario cards. So we draw one of these at random. I'll just give him a shuffle, and I'll pretend that Phil has a choice here. Phil, starting with this one being 1 and this one being 5, which one would you like to pick?
Number 2.
Number 2 is this one right here, and I flip the card over, and it says it is a nervous informant. A nervous informant. So, you now have to roll 2 successes with might or finesse. So, the challenge is predetermined for that card, so it tells you what you have to roll. 2 successes with might or finesse.
Go ahead and I'll go. Yeah.
Go with finesse. Go with finesse again, huh? Yeah. So, you still haven't used your reroll, so this time you need 2 successes, and you get it.
Woohoo!
So, you passed it. This is also the reward card, so you do not draw a separate reward. Again, this is a special rule for the scenario. Right, where you would normally draw a reward, the reward is actually printed on the bottom of this card, and it says you gain a +1 bonus. Nestor gains a +1 bonus to the next challenge that he rolls for.
Excellent.
So we're going to attach that to Nestor.
Okay, let's see. Let me write this down. Nestor.
Now, the other thing that we do here, is we draw 1 random scenario card now to find out what information has been revealed. Both of us will now learn who is carrying the major plot point. So we're going to draw that card. And it is the suspicious stranger. So now the goal is to find the suspicious stranger. Suspicious stranger is the person that has the artifact. The suspicious stranger. So remember that, because what we're going to do with that card now is we're going to put it back into that stack. We don't know where the suspicious stranger is located. Now we have to keep searching, but at least now we know who it is. We don't know where they are. The other thing that happens in this scenario is that we now add 2 spoilers into that same stack. So we're going to add It's a Trap and Red Herring into the stack as well.
Oh dear.
So now the search continues. That plot point is removed.
Can I say people are strange when you're a stranger?
I think you're allowed to say that. Yes, go ahead and say it.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. I love
so
gaming with old people.
now I think you know what? That made you the director, Phil.
Woo!
That made you the director. So now I'm going to ask you, do you want to continue activating or do you want me to go?
Yes, I want to continue activating.
Okay, who would you like to activate next?
The doctor will walk out and go for that plot point.
When you activate the doctor, I'm going to play trip up on the doctor. So the doctor cannot move over 3 inches this activation.
Okay. Does that still put me on the plot point?
The plot point is no longer there, sir. Remember, you just completed the plot point.
Oh, well, that plot point. Yeah, okay. Well, I will go ahead and trip up behind the stand.
Okay. All right. So put your 3 inches off this away. All right.
All right. And
then you are still the boss, so you can activate, or you can ask me to go. You still have not activated Amy.
Okay, you may activate a character.
Okay, so for the record, let's remember this, everyone, boys and girls at home. Amy has not activated, and now he's asking me to activate. I think I might send my snake in on Amy. I don't know. Amy's rough. Amy's tough. Amy's tough. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it though. I'm gonna go aggressive here. I'm gonna send my snake is gonna activate. I'm checking your cards. I don't see anything to play. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my snake into contact with lovely Miss Pond there. Okay.
Okay, so she can shoot the snake as it's coming in, correct?
She could, but she's you could shoot. So you have Pulp Alley is a game of choices, right? You got a lot of choices you could make here. You could choose to dodge, right? You could choose to be defensive. That would get you 3 die 8 if you wanted to try to avoid me.
Okay.
If you wanted to shoot at me, you would get an extra dice for shooting, and that would get you 3 die 6. Or you could try to brawl me, in which case you would have 4 die 8.
I will go ahead and try to beat up the snake.
Brawl? Okay. Now you have one other choice here, Phil. Instead of using 4 die 8, you could use your quick strike and drop that down to 6 die 6. Would you like to do
6
that?
die 6.
6 die 6. Okay. So here comes the snake at you with 5d8. The snake is hungry. 5d8. It's the attacker. Here's the attack. 5d8. This is a counter attack. So I got 4 successes, a 7, a 4, a 5, and a 6. Here is the counter attack with 5 successes, boys and girls. Amy Pond strikes with 4 6s and a 4. Wow, that's some beef. All right, so I'm gonna.
So how many successes on the snake are over 6?
Okay, Phil, I'm the active character, so I'm gonna do the deciding.
Sorry.
I'm gonna do the deciding. I'm gonna use my 7 to block your 6. One of your 6s. I'm going to use my 6 to block another 6. I'm going to use my 4 to block your 4. And that means you're going to have to roll a 1 dice health check, and I will roll a 2 dice health check.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to roll mine first because I'm the active character. I'm going to get an extra dice because I'm armored, so I'm going to be rolling 3 dice, and I need to get 2 successes. I did not, and the snake is injured. Ow! Now, Phil, you can roll your 1 dice health check on a d8, or you could play your I'm all right and automatically pass the check. What would you like to do? You gotta save that card.
Roll the dice.
He says roll it. I think that's a good choice. I think
I think you do too.
And you pass.
Yay!
Good job.
Oh boy, I punched the snake in the face.
Did.
Woo!
She used that nightstick on it. Bop! So the I'm all right is still in your hand. My snake goes up there and gets a fistful of Amy. A face full of Amy. All right, sir. Are you going to ask me to activate again?
Okay, Amy's already activated, so I can't do that.
No, she is not. Amy still has not activated. That was me. That was my activation. You injured me during my activation, sir. Amy is still not activated. So you can either activate Amy, or you can ask me to activate one of my characters.
Let me see.
I want to make sure you have a good view of what's about to happen, because I think I'm going to send a dancer in on Amy. I don't know. I might send Red in to attack Amy, or she might go over here and try for that plot point. I'm not sure right now.
Ooh.
What?
Okay.
What do you think?
Let
Do you want me
here.
to activate, or do you want to go?
I'm going to go ahead and punch the stalker again with Amy.
I think that's a good idea. So, when Amy activates, because she is engaged with an enemy, a fight automatically starts. The fight starts. She could attack me with 3 die 8. She loses 1 now because she's been in a brawl or a fight. So she would be rolling 3 die 8 to attack me, or she could roll 3 die 8 to try and dodge away. Don't really see a lot of reason for that, but you get to decide, Phil. Do you want to roll 3 die 8 to attack me, or 3 die 8 to dodge?
Okay, am I able to use quick strike?
No, it's only once per turn, so no quick strike this time.
Okay, I will brawl the snake with 4d8.
Okay, with 3 die 8 because we've already been in a fight.
3 die 8. Excuse me.
The snake would normally get 5d8. It's going to lose 1 of those because of the previous fight. It's also going to be forced down to d6s because it is now injured. So I could either brawl you with 4 die 6, or I could try to dodge you with 4 die 6.
What are you thinking?
Let's just go for it. Let's just cause some havoc here. We're going to brawl.
All right, let's see it.
All right, Amy activates and is attacking with 3 die 8. She gets a 6.
Okay.
The snake attacks back with 4 die 6. And he gets 2 6s. How do you want to play that, Phil? You could choose to block. You could choose to block me, in which case you're going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. You could say, let it all go through, in which case I'll roll 1 dice health check, you'll take a 2 dice health check. How do you want to play it? Defensive, or are you going to go for blood?
Okay. I'm going to continue the pattern of the games that I played with you before and go for blood.
Okay. So,
it's not been very successful in the past, but I'll try.
Well, you know, it's all part of the fun. So, do you want to roll that 2 dice health check, or do you want to use your I'm all right?
In this case, I will use the I'm all right.
He says, I'm all right. That 2 dice hit did nothing. And the snake will now have to roll a 1 dice health. I get 2 dice because I'm armored. And both of them are a failure, and the snake is down, boys and girls. The snake is down.
Well, that worked out great.
I laugh at your snake.
Ouch. Now you have activated all of your characters, so I will have to activate a character now. Gosh, I think I'm gonna have to go after Amy. Now I'm fighting mad. So I'm gonna send this character in to attack Amy next. Now Amy.
Are they the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Amy, I'm gonna be throwing 4 die 8 at you to attack. You can either fight me back with 2 die 8, or you can dodge me with 3 die 8. How do you want to play this? You can still fight me. She's switching over to the dodge now.
Good choice.
So 4 die 4 die 8 coming at you. And I got a 5, a 6, and a 7. Here is Amy's dodge. Amy's dodging, and she got a 4. Unfortunately, that 4 is not going to be high enough to block anything. Look at that. It's not going to stop a 5, a 6, or a 7, so she's going to have to roll a 3 dice health check. The dancer comes leaping over the top of the snake, and it's enough. 1 failure is enough to cause an injury to Miss Pond, and she's got a POW on her now.
Dang.
Now she's
I
injured.
kicked it on the snake, and I got hit by a dancer.
I know it. I know it. Okay. So that's going to give me the initiative back for what it's worth.
Yeah.
And it always matters. He's already activated all of his characters, so now what I want to do is make sure that I end this turn still holding on to the director. I guess I'm going to go for a plot point.
Yeah, you got
I guess
a couple people right there.
I got to go for a plot point. I'm not close enough with that one. So I guess I'm going to send Dahlia over to that plot point over there.
All right.
Dahlia's going to go over there, and she will have to take a peril. And the peril randomly drawn is 2 with finesse or cunning. And she has 3 die 8 in finesse.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to be rolling. 3 die 8 with finesse.
She needs 2?
She needs 2 of these. Checking my cards. I don't see anything. I need 2. I got the 2 I needed. A 6 and a 4 means I get past the peril. I'm going to go ahead and play my lucky break for when I pass a challenge and draw 2 more cards.
You got to buy some time and a focus.
Okay, I'm adding a buy some time and a focus to my hand. So now we got this big stack of yellow cards. And remember, there are 2 spoilers in here now.
Yep.
There's a red herring and it's a trap. So let's just see how this goes. Bessie, I'm going to let you pick it. The random card out of the stack.
Oh, poop. Suspicious stranger.
Oh my gosh, that's the plot point. That's the major plot point. That's the relic.
Bugger.
The suspicious stranger is right
I'm sorry,
there.
Phil. I didn't mean to draw that one. For him.
And all I got to do is
And I
roll
thought you liked me, Bessie.
2 successes
I do.
with cunning or might. 2 successes with cunning or might, and Dahlia has a
4 die 8.
strong force of will. 4 die 8. I'm going to go ahead and use my focus as well. I'm going to use that focus card that I just drew, and I'm going to add an extra D8 to that roll. So 5 D8, and I need 2 of these. Nobody has ever failed that.
Until now.
2 successes is what I need, and I got it. 3 successes. And that means that the major plot point is caught. Now, the thing is, it could be dropped.
Yep.
So now the choice is, he has to chase Dahlia down and make her drop this plot point, or he could try to gobble up the other minor plot points. Either way, this is now a pretty valuable card. So I'm going to attach this to Dahlia.
Especially with all those it's a traps in there.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Where is Dahlia? Can I see an overview of the,
Uh-huh. So she is located right here where my finger is, and it'll catch up. You'll see that. And your characters are located over here. Amy is here at the light tent. Nestor is in between the two tents, and Doctor Who is over here. I wonder if anybody's within 12 inches right now. Nobody is within 12 inches of Dolly right now. They're all about 13 to 14 inches away. So I've got to protect her.
Yeah.
I've got to protect her, because now we have the artifact to freeze
You just have one more
Sutekh.
dancer that hasn't gone yet?
I only have one dancer that hasn't activated, and all she's going to do, I'm going to go into
Meat shield?
defense mode, yeah, and she's going to move to this stack of boxes and present herself right there.
Are you going to do anything or just stand there?
And she's going to stand there in defense mode. All right, and that will almost end the turn. Now we have 2 recovery checks to roll for.
Okay.
I have a white dice and a red dice in this cup,
Ooh.
Phil. Give me a pip.
Amy will use the white dice.
Okay, here it comes. The red dice is for the snake. The red dice is the success, and the snake gets up.
Drat.
The snake climbs back to its feet, but it is still injured. Amy did not shake off her injury and remains injured as we go into turn number 3. That couldn't have been turn 2.
I don't know, I was gone.
Yeah, then pull another bullet. And we're starting turn number 3. Cards. Phil, I am the director right now. I'm going to draw a card. I drew a bad news.
Phil, you gotta focus.
You drew a focus. So you can use that before rolling for might, finesse, or cunning to get a +1. Boy, I sure would like to get rid of Amy.
Hey.
Phil, I'm going to ask, yeah, I got Amy hurting right now. Not only do I have her injured, not only do I have Amy injured, I also have 2 characters in contact with her.
Yep.
If I can force Amy to activate, then she'll have to split her dice against my 2 enemies. So Phil, I'm gonna ask you to activate a character, and you can activate whoever you want.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to do Amy at this point.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. You can
don't
do
have
the
to
doctor.
activate Amy. You can
Let's see.
activate
Let me
the
see now.
doctor or Nestor.
Let me see. No, Amy would be a bad choice at this point. Okay. The doctor is going to move from behind the stall to behind the well.
Okay. That's only about a 6-inch move. Now, he has a couple choices here. He has a burst fire, so he could drop a burst on both of those characters back there.
And that's what he will do.
Okay, or
Excellent.
he could just try shooting at them.
I'll do the burst.
Okay, so throws the burst over there. Whenever a burst affects multiple characters simultaneously, you draw 1 peril, and that was the peril that both of them will have to try to face. So draw me a peril randomly off the top of the deck.
It is 2 with cunning or might.
2 with cunning or might.
Ooh,
so they
not
will
good for the
both
serpent
have
dancer.
to roll for that one. The serpent dancer, cunning or might.
2d6.
2d6 in both of those. Okay, or I could try to dodge it. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, 4 die.
I'm going to try to dodge that peril. Remember, you can always try to dodge a peril instead of using the other skills. 2 successes,
Did
and
not
I
get
do
it.
not get it, and that means I'll have to take a 2 dice health check, and she is injured.
Ooh, very nice. That worked out wonderful.
Dang it.
All right,
She's
Dahlia
injured.
has 4 die 8.
4 die 8.
In both might and dodge, so.
So she will try to dodge it as well.
Okay.
And
Got
she
it.
does, and I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that dodge to move back an inch. Okay. All right, Phil. Remember, boys and girls, that bursts are not a fight. Therefore, you cannot claim to be the director from a burst. So I'm going to ask you to activate another character. You can either activate Amy or Nestor, little Nestor.
Okay. And
Pretty good shot, relatively.
and Nestor is going to grab his plot point and run up behind the doctor,
Okay.
by the well.
Okay. All right, and he could, from there, he could shoot at the
dancer?
The dancer that's over here by the boxes. You could.
Okay, I will do that at -1.
No.
Oh, no, wait a
you're
minute,
not at
you won't.
No, you're not.
Because
At
you only
a
move
minus
6,
one.
so you're good.
You're not at a -1. You only moved 6,
Oh, okay.
so you're okay.
Okay, what the hell? Shoot.
3 dice 6. My dancer is injured now.
Mm-hmm.
My dancer's injured. I could either shoot back at you with 2 dice 6, or I could try to dodge you. I want to stay alive. I want to keep her as a meat shield.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and dodge this with 4 dice. Unfortunately, I'll only get to use d6s because I'm injured now.
Yep.
So here are your 3 dice 6. Checking cards, checking cards. Here is your roll. You got nothing.
Rats.
All right, so I will not roll, and I'll stay where I'm at. And that was, no, the only character you have left is Amy, and now I will ask you to activate your last character, and you will have to activate Amy. So this is a bad spot to be in, boys and girls.
Oh, yeah.
People wonder about, what happens when you're engaged with multiple enemies. Well, what happens is if you activate touching multiple enemies, then a fight starts with both of those enemies. So you can either choose to use your dodge skill here, which would be 3 dice 6, that you would have to split between those 2 characters. Like you could say, well, I'll put 2 dice on the snake and 1 dice on this one, or however you wanted to do it. Or she could use her brawl skill, which would be 4 dice, but again, she has to split it. That means at least 1 dice has to go on each of them, and then she could decide what to do with the extra dice. Does she divide it between them equally? Does she stack all of them over here? She gets to decide that. So the trick here really is, are you fighting defensively, or are you just trying to cause as much damage as you can before you are crushed beneath the servants of the serpent? The servants of Sutekh.
So dodge is 3d6?
Correct.
And
Because
brawl
she's injured.
is
4 dice 6.
and brawl is 3d6.
4 dice 6.
4 dice 6. Okay. Let me go look at these formidable enemies.
Oh, she's doomed. She's about to be crushed beneath the servants of Sutekh.
Dodge.
Yeah,
The
she could
snake
put
first.
she could put both of them on the snake and try to get away
I'm
from
going
it.
to go ahead and
But the snake's gonna be rolling 5
play it
dice.
safe here and dodge.
Okay. All right. So you'll have 3 dice 6 to split up. Now what you have to do is you're going to have to put 1 on both of them. And now who gets the bonus dice? Who gets the extra dice?
I am dodging. The bonus dice goes against the snake.
Okay. Now, as the active character, you get to decide which one of those fights, which one of those enemies you're going to resolve first. Do you want to resolve the snake first, or do you want to resolve the dancer first?
I will do the dancer first
Oh, interesting.
with 1 dice 6 dodge.
1 dice of dodge versus 4 die 8 of destruction. Bessie, do you want to try and encourage him to
do the other one first?
Bessie thinks you should do the other one. Why do you think you should do the other one?
Well, because you have 2, and then you don't have to fight both or dodge both.
If you got lucky and successfully dodged, you could back away from the dancer.
And then you wouldn't have to.
Okay, then I will do the snake first.
Okay, all right. Either way, you won't make it because they're gonna crush you beneath. They are the servants of Sutekh. So the snake is rolling 5d8. Sorry, 5d6. 5d6. And here's the attack from the snake.
Feel nothing.
I got a
1.
6.
Okay.
A 6. So you're gonna roll 2 dice. If you get a 6, you're gonna get away from me. Doggone it. There is no way. There is no possible way Amy's getting away from me.
No!
Ah, snake eyes! How apropos!
Boo!
2 1s and snake eyes. So she is going to take that 1 hit. She's going to take 1 hit and have to roll a 1 dice health check.
Okay.
She passes it and does
Dang.
not go down. Now you will have to fight the serpent. I'm sorry, the serpent dancer. The dancer of Sutekh.
4 die 8.
She's rolling 4 die 8, and you're only got 1 die 6 in between you and destruction. 4 die 8 at you, and get 2 7s.
Not gonna.
Guess what that d6 is going to do for you? A little bit of diddly and a whole lot of squat, because a d6 cannot stop 7s. So you're going to have to roll a 2 dice health check, and here is the roll. Need 4s or better.
Oh.
1 is enough to say Amy is bloodied and slips down beneath the servants of Sutekh.
You can't kill Amy Pond. You can only discourage her.
All right. Well, right now she's feeling rather discouraged.
It's called lulling.
Lulled. All right. So now he has noticed that he has activated all 3 of his characters. As the director, I asked him to activate all of his characters. Now I have all of my characters that have not activated. So, do I send the snake after little Nestor? I don't think that's a good choice.
He's hurt too. Your snake.
I know my snake is hurt and he's been in a fight.
I know what I would do.
I'd just loiter in the corner.
I'll just loiter in the corner. I'm going to back my snake up 6 inches and try to get a recovery check. So I'm playing for time. I'm going to back up 6 inches and just kind of hang out over here with my injury. What about my dancer? My dancer could take out little Nestor.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to rush you with...
I gotta go check on her.
I can take her out. All right.
I'll put Pip on.
My serpent dancer. Go ahead.
What is the victory condition?
The holding on to
How does he win this game?
holding on to the artifact. Holding on to the artifact at the end of the scenario. So right now Dahlia has it.
You don't have to get off the board with it.
No. It's just holding it until the end of the scenario.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
So
Actually, I didn't.
So Serpent Dancer's coming after Nestor. She has been in a fight already. So she's now down to rolling 3 die 8, and that is what I'm going to attack Nestor with. Now you could shoot at me with 3 die 6 when I rush you. You could shoot at me with 3 die 6. You could dodge me with 3 die 8. Or you could brawl me with 2 die 6, which I think is probably
Okay, I will shoot you with 3 dice 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Or
2 dice 6, because I was already in a fight.
Nope, 3 die 6 because I included the short range bonus. So it's still 3 die 6.
It's still 3 dice 6.
Yeah, you'll lose the dice, but you'll gain it back for the short range. So here is the 3 die 8 from the Serpent Dancer. Got a 6 and a 7. Here is your Schutzen. A 4. I'm sorry, Phil. I'm rolling really bad for you today. So I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm going to block your 4 because I don't want to get hurt. And I'm going to give you 1 hit and make you roll a 1 dice health check. Here is your 1 dice
Hold
health
on, hang
check.
on, hang on. I can also re-roll 1 dice because I'm sharp.
You are indeed. You are indeed. Let's re-roll one of those 3s. Turned it into another 3. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. And here is your health check. 1 dice health check. And you pass. So you are not injured. I think, go to Cooner Skycam. So Snake is out here now. Serpent Dancer is on the little fez wearing fellow. Doctor Who is back by the fountain. Can probably get everybody on screen with this. I still haven't activated these 2 characters back here. Dahlia is going to activate, and she's just going to move over here to this table and kind of take cover at the table and do nothing else. And her meat shield will activate and shuffle around to the pickup, protecting her from there. And that will end the turn, except for recovery checks.
I've got a tactics question here.
Okay.
If I was playing the baddies, what I would do with Dahlia is to run into a building and close the door. Is that possible in this game?
Yeah, it's not going to change anything. I don't do that because, one, the buildings that I have out here right now don't have interiors, so it's kind of
but she would running away. Able to do that.
Sure, absolutely. Tactically, just running away would have been an option, which is the same thing. Which is what you were doing there. But
okay, I just wanted to.
I could have just run 12 inches away. I could have jumped over the wall. I could have run behind the building. Sure, absolutely, I could do all of those things. In the scope of the game, I don't think any of that will really matter because it doesn't even really slow anything because it's. We'll just see how it plays out. Running into a building would not have been helpful to me. Running away maybe would have helped a little bit, but not a big deal. Anyway, recovery checks.
All right.
I say we gotta get Amy up. What are the chances that I can get Amy up?
Come on, baby.
Come on, Amy. Checking cards. I don't see anything. Here's Amy's roll. Amy, get up. A 4 is enough to get Amy back to her feet, but she is still injured. Here is for my Snake. Snake shakes off its injury.
Bugger.
Here is for my Serpent Dancer back there that is at the pickup. She also shakes off her injury. The servants of Sutekh are inspired to greater purpose. All right, we are starting a new turn. We're starting turn number 4. Cards. I'm the director currently. I drew a sidestep. You drew a clear shot. And we're starting a new turn. And I guess I'm going to ask...
What does the clear shot do?
It negates a cover save. So if I was going to roll a cover save, you could use clear shot to stop it.
Okay, good.
Phil, I'm going to ask you to activate.
Of course you are.
So here is Amy. This will catch up pretty quickly, about 10 seconds or so. You'll see everything I'm talking about. So Amy's over here behind this. Nestor and the doctor are back here by the well. You have a Serpent Dancer currently engaged with Nestor. You have the Snake here. Now you have the doctor back here by the fountain. he could move 6 inches, kind of get back over here by these crates and try to drop another burst on these two. He can't rush Dahlia because you got too many enemies in front of you. But I don't know. I don't know what you want to do here,
Okay.
but I'm going to ask you to activate somebody.
Okay, the doctor will activate
Okay.
and drop a burst
Okay.
on those two characters.
All right. So about a 6-inch move. We'll get him over this away. And drops another burst down on Dahlia and see if I can.
And when do my reinforcements come in?
Any moment now.
Okay.
Just hold your breath.
I am.
Hold your breath. They're showing up. He is. Let's see. So he drops a burst on them. They will both be hit by it. I should have spread them out a little bit better. They will get 1 peril between them, so 2 with finesse or cunning. I'll roll for the Serpent Dancer. She has 3 die 8 in finesse. All right, so she's going to... Sorry, she's going to use her dodge. 4 die 8 to try and dodge that peril. She does, and she'll stay where she is. Dahlia will roll a dodge also with 4 die 8. Sidekick level characters are kind of tough to injure with bursts. I think you got lucky last time and caught one of them.
Yeah.
But sidekick level characters should be able to handle a lot of challenges.
Okay, and that counts as an action, correct?
Yeah, that was his action. So I'm going to ask you to activate another character. Amy or Nestor? Amy? Nestor's engaged with somebody currently.
Nestor is not able to shoot is not able to shoot into the engagement.
Correct.
So she will dodge.
He would have to use his. Okay. So you're going to activate Nestor. He chooses to use his dodge skill of 3 die 8. I will try to skewer you with my sword of 4 die 8. Here comes the sword at you. Sword gets a 5 and an 8. Let's see if you can get a 5 and an 8. You got a 6. That'll stop one of them, and you'll have to roll a 1 dice health check. And you passed it, so you were not injured. And I'm going to ask you to activate your last character. Amy. Amy could rush. Now, she's injured, but she could rush the red-haired serpent dancer. Or she could come back around this way and try and work her way towards Dahlia and get a recovery check at the end of this turn. She could move 12 inches this way and just try and chase Dahlia down.
She will chase Dahlia down.
Okay. A 12-inch move. If I moved her as far as she could absolutely go, look at this. Look at this, what we could do. We could get her all the way to there. Now, she's injured, and she ran, but from right there, she could shoot down at Dahlia. Look at that. She could shoot down at Dahlia.
Okay, let's see.
You'll only have 2 die 6 to shoot with. I mean, it's not a great chance by any means. You'd have 2 die 6. You would, by the way, everybody, just I do the math a lot of times in my head, and there's just not a lot of math involved in Pulp Alley. So, but in case everybody's wondering, she loses a dice because she ran, then she gains a dice because she's at short range. So it goes right back to 2 die 6, which is what she normally has. So she would have 2 die 6 to shoot with. Okay.
I will shoot Dahlia.
And Dahlia will be dodging with 4 die 8. Of course she is. She is a dodging machine. She is a snake in the grass. Hard to hit. Here is the shot. Highly unlikely. Okay. No damage at all. So, no hits there. But Dahlia now knows you are getting close. And that was your third character. All of your characters have now activated, so I have to activate somebody. I guess I'm going to activate Red over here that's engaged with little Nestor. I'll activate her next. I will have 3 die 8 to attack you with, so that's what I'm going to go with. You could... I think you're going to end up wanting to dodge with 3 die 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Here is my attack. 6 and a 4. Can you stop a 6 and a 4? 6 and a 7 will stop a 6 and a 4. And what that allows you to do, because you stopped all of the hits, that allows you to back away. Would you like to back up an inch?
Yes, I would like to back up an inch.
Okay. I'll put you back over here. Well, the snake... I think I'm just going to go after you again. I'm going to send the snake after Nestor. He's my nearest target, so I have to go after him. So the snake is rolling 5d8 at you. The snake is rolling 5d8 to attack you. Do you want to try to dodge again? Yeah, I think you'll have to, huh? That's probably his
Not
only
yet.
choice. What do you mean, not yet?
No, I'm busy. Excuse me, please.
Okay. I'm rolling 5d8 to attack. Here is the snake attacking Nestor. Wow, look at that roll, boys and girls. 4 8s. 8, 8, 8, 8. How about them apples?
I'm going to check those dice.
I'm going to check. You should. I think that I got them. Well, you'll get to stop one of my successes with your 8, and 3 of them are getting through because the 6 and the 7 won't stop anything. Gonna have to roll a 3 dice health check as the snake gobbles up little Nestor, and this time he does not get away and he takes his injury. So I still haven't activated these characters over here. I guess I'm running out of real estate.
I have my Mothra model out here helping me.
I'm running out of real estate, so I'm just gonna take my 6-inch move. I'm just gonna take a 6-inch move. I'm gonna move back through this gate and move.
Is that Dahlia?
Yes, Dahlia is going to go back.
Dahlia will stumble.
Oh, nah, you got to give me a hit before that happens. It says play when an enemy takes 1 or more hits. Play, when an enemy takes 1 or more hits. So at this point, she hasn't taken any hits. So she'll just go ahead and move her 6 inches back over that way. And I think I'm going to send Meat Shield with her. Meat Shield will simply move back a little bit to the crates, kind of covering in a covering position there. And that will end the turn. So I'll show you where the characters are. It'll catch up here shortly on the screen for you. So Amy is up here at the gate. You know what? The doctor is within range to rush this dancer. Amy is here by up here at on that ramp. Got a dancer right here in the way, still blocking Dahlia, and Dahlia is just on the other side of this entrance. I know you can't see her right there, but just where my finger is. She's just on the other side of that wall. Okay.
Okay. The doctor can see Dahlia?
We got a few things to do. We have some recovery checks.
Oh, sorry.
So we're going to try and shake off some damage here. So
I only get to
here-
play this with you, so I'm not up on the rules.
That's okay. We kind of make them up fresh each week.
Yeah, I know.
So here is your recovery check. Let's see if Amy can shake off that injury. Let's see if. You know what? We're going to have a guest roller come in. We have the world's most dangerous Bessie. If she can roll a 4 or better, Amy will shake off that injury.
Yes.
And she rolls a 4. So Amy is back up to full strength.
Woohoo!
Amy is back up to full strength. What about Nestor? Poor little Nestor is getting chewed on by a snake, by a giant snake. Let's see if Nestor can roll a 4 or better.
No.
Nestor does not. Nestor is about to become lunch for a giant snake. And that's the only recovery checks that we have to roll for. So we're starting turn number 5. We still have 2 turns left, 6-turn scenario. I'm drawing a card. I drew an I'm all right. Wow.
Phil, you got distraction.
You can play
What does the distraction do? What does the distraction do?
Gives me a -1 to my might, finesse, or cunning.
Okay.
Which, at this point, I'm probably not going to be rolling, if I can avoid it. As we start this turn, I think I'm going to go ahead and ask you to activate.
Okay, let's see. Okay, how close is Amy to Dahlia?
Well, you are, I'd say like 8 inches or so, 9, 7 inches.
Hey, is it possible that I can charge her with Amy?
Yes, it is possible, except that you have meat shield right in between the two of you. So meat shield.
And I can't get past the serpent girl.
Correct. Yeah. You could if the serpent girl was tied up. So what you could do possibly is use Doctor Who. Now, Doctor Who is also in range of Dahlia. So if one of them tied up the serpent dancer, the other one could go after Dahlia.
Okay,
So
Amy will
the
tie up
dancer?
the serpent dancer.
Yeah.
Amy will go after the serpent dancer, okay? Amy leaps over the crates. Yeah! Leaps down on the serpent dancer. And the serpent dancer will try to brawl you. So you're going to be throwing... Now, do you want to use your 4-die-8 to brawl me? Which you could shift down to 6-die-6. You want to use 6-die-6 or 4-die-8? Phil, are you there?
Yeah, I am. I'm just looking.
Okay.
Okay, I will not use the quick strike, and I will
Save it
do a
for later.
4-die-8, 4-die-8.
4-die-8. All right, 4-die-8. I am rolling 4-die-8 back at you.
Yep.
4-die-8 to attack you. Here is your 4-die-8 attack. 4-die-8 to attack. You got 4 successes,
Woohoo!
Phil. An 8, a 6, and
Excellent.
2 4s. Here is my attack. I got a 4 and an 8. Now you are the director. You're not the director, not yet at least.
You're the active character.
You're the active character, so you get to decide how you want to play this. You could cancel both of my successes and deliver 2 hits. Or
That's what I'll do.
Okay, so you say cancel both of my successes and deliver 2 hits. So I will have to roll a 2-dice health check, and I will do that. Here is my 2-dice health check. I rolled 2 1s. That is not a success, and I am injured.
Yay.
Now,
Yay, Amy.
not only that, that also made you the director, Phil. So now, it's actually a fairly pivotal point right now, because you could ask me to go. If you do, I'm probably going to try to get Dahlia away from Doctor Who, because
Right.
I'm not going to stay where I'm at. You could ask me to go, or you could activate the next character.
Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah, how do you want to play it?
Okay, Doctor Who will charge Dahlia.
Let me see if I have a card to play.
No.
Surely I have something. I do not. Okay. Doctor Who comes in on Dahlia. Now, he's able to ignore the nearest enemy for multiple reasons. For multiple reasons here. Give me a sky cam. If you look at this, Dahlia is like 10 inches away. He has a nearer enemy, the snake, but the snake is engaged with Nestor, so he can be ignored. The snake does not have to be rushed, even though it's the nearest enemy. He also has this enemy in the way, so it can be ignored because it's also engaged. But look over here. Look over here. I have the red-haired serpent dancer over here by the fountain, which is only about 5 inches away. And in Pulp Alley, the rule says you have to rush the nearest enemy. However, there are a few exceptions to that. You can ignore an enemy that would take you away, further away from the major plot point. And right now, Dahlia has the major plot point. So he can ignore the red-haired serpent dancer because that would be pulling him away from the main objective of the scenario. So remember that, boys and girls. So what happens? Exactly what Phil wanted to happen. And Doctor Who rushes at Dahlia. Let me reposition the camera.
And
Doctor
it looks
Who
like
is
he's
going
going to
to
get shot on the way in.
Doctor Who is going to give her a good tussling. You know what? She is not going to shoot. I want to survive this, so my option will be to choose to dodge. That's not a good spot, is it? Because
No,
I'm
that's
behind
better.
my camera. Okay, there we go. All right. So, Dahlia, well, you have to tell me what skill you're using first. I know you're going to choose to use your brawl skill because that's just what you're going to do. So you're trying to get that artifact away from Dahlia. I know you're using your brawl skill. I could try and brawl you back with 2 die 6. I could try to shoot at you with 3 die 6, or I could try to dodge you with 4 die 8, and that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I got a little something in there called sidestep, and I'm going to use my sidesteps card to get me an extra dodge dice. So there we go. I got 5d8 to try and get away from you.
All right, let's see it.
Here is your 3 die 10. We're going to bring in a guest roller again.
Oh, no.
We got the world's most dangerous Bessie here to roll the dice when it really matters. Big numbers, that's big. Oh my gosh. So the 9, there's no way I can stop the 9. And she also got an 8 and a 7. That's going to be tough to dodge.
Woo!
Let's see what I can do. Hopefully I can get a 7 and an 8.
Nothing.
And I did not. I did not get a 7. I did not get an 8. And I sure as heck didn't get a 9 on my D8s. That means I get hit 3 times. And I'm going to play
The I'm all right.
the I'm all right instead of...
Okay.
Because I'm gonna have to fight again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to fight. See, she hasn't activated yet, and she's gonna have to activate. If I play it risky here, I could get hurt. She's only level 2, so if she takes 2 injuries, she's down. I can't afford it.
Yeah.
I can't take the risk. I'm gonna play the I'm all right, and scoff at your mighty sonic screwdriver. Okay.
Has Nestor gone? Or he can make you go.
Yeah, that was his last character to activate. Yeah, that.
I didn't know. Has the snake and Nestor gone?
Nestor was the first character he activated.
Oh, okay.
I
I wasn't
then
here, so I
Amy
wasn't
went,
sure. Okay.
and now the Doctor went. So he's activated all of his characters. I don't think I've activated anybody yet. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't activated anybody.
Got 3
so
fights.
Phil has activated everybody, so now I have to start activating. I'm going to start with Dahlia. I'm going to start over here with Dahlia.
Okay.
And when she activates, a fight is going to start automatically. And you can brawl me with 2 die 8 now.
No, 2 die
Phil.
10.
2 die 10. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I will try to dodge you with 4 die 8. Here we go. Here we go. Here is the attack. 2 die 10.
Oh, thank you.
A 4
you have a
and a
reroll.
2. And we're going to use that reroll to try and get a better number. Turn it into 2 4s. I can dodge 2 4s. I should have Bessie roll that. I can dodge 2 4s. Yep, dodged the 2 4s, and I'm going to back up an inch. I'm going to back away from you an inch. Whew, that was close.
Rats.
All right, now I'm going to activate Amy. I'm going to activate the Serpent Dancer that's fighting with Amy.
Okay.
We've both been in a fight.
Yep.
I'm going to choose...
You dodging?
I'm injured
You're
now.
hurt too, yeah.
I'm going to fight you. I'm going to go with
3 die 6?
3 die 6 to fight you. So, Phil, you could fight me with 3 die 8. Or you could change that into 5d6. Or you could dodge me with 3 die 8. What do you want to do? You have 3 choices there. Oh, sorry, Phil, you're breaking up. What do you say? Yeah, you're breaking up, Phil. I can't hear you.
Okay, okay, let me get this closer to me. I'm going to go with the quick strike.
All right, so 5d6.
All right.
5d6. Okay. Here is my attack first. I got 2 5s. Here is your counter attack. A 4 and a 6. I'm just gonna say take them all, and I'll take a 2 dice health check.
Yeah.
I'm down. You will take a 2 dice health check, and you are injured. Hey, poor Amy. She gets beat up. She gets beat up, but she just keeps on ticking. Next will be...
Snake and
both
Nestor.
of us were injured there, so you maintain control of the initiative. I'm going to get him here, though. I got Nestor over there, and he's about to get a walloping. The snake will activate in contact with Nestor, and the snake is attacking with 4 die 8. Nestor could try to dodge me with 3 die 6, or brawl me with 1 die 6.
I'll go for the dodge.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Here is the snake about to gobble you up.
Nothing.
A 4 and an 8. Not dodging that 8 at all. Can stay. He stopped the 4. He stops the 4. He has to roll a 1 dice health check. And he is down. He is down. And that means I'm going to become the director.
Yeah. What are you going to do with your other dancer?
Serpent Dancer. Am I within range to rush Amy?
I don't know, are you? I think you're a little short, but maybe not.
No, she's got it. She's got it.
Okay.
So she's rushing to Amy.
Oh my gosh, poor Amy. Okay. Oh, that's nice.
All right, so she's rushing to jump on some Amy. Serpent Dancer's rolling 4 die 8 to attack. Amy, you are injured. You have been in 2 fights. You could roll 2 die 6 to brawl me, or you could roll 3 die 6 to dodge me.
I'm going to go for the dodge.
Okay, 3 dice 6. I've got 4 die 8 coming at you. I just cannot keep the dice on the table. Here's my attack. A 7. Well, that's all I got, and
But that's all you
D6s
really-
cannot
yeah.
stop a 7. You'll have to roll a 1 dice health check. We'll bring in a ringer. We're going to let Bessie roll this one, boys and girls. Bessie for the win. And
Yes.
Bessie keeps the Amy Pond on her feet. So, that ended the turn.
Yep.
And we're starting the last turn of the scenario.
You're the director, right?
Yeah,
Okay, you got danger.
I
and
drew a danger.
Phil, you got a sidestep.
you drew a sidestep. Gives you a bonus
Sidestep
to your
sounds like
dodge.
a really good idea.
Gives you a bonus to your dodge.
Oh, we have recovery. Nestor.
Nestor. Okay, let's see if Nestor can get back on his feet. I'm gonna let bring in the ringer. Here is for Nestor. Bessie wouldn't fail you.
I did.
Nestor is gone.
Statistically, I had to.
Well, I mean, if you have to, you have to.
If I have to, I have
What about Amy?
That always
Wanna-
happens in these Doctor Who episodes.
What do you? Yeah. You gotta kill them off, otherwise they'll show up in the next episode.
Yes.
Amy shakes off her injury. All right, you gotta roll for mine
She's
too.
back to full strength now?
She's back to full strength. There's a serpent dancer on the ground next to her though, and she
Oh, dang
climbs
it.
back to her feet.
Poop.
And I am not letting Amy go. I'm getting back to my feet, and I'm going to stay
Lame-o.
in contact with you.
And that's
Remember,
two.
she'd had the option to back away, but I'm going to stay right there in contact. I think I can survive this.
I think so. Well,
Yeah.
no, you're still. Oh no, you're not engaged.
I'm not engaged.
You're not
See,
engaged.
I'm not engaged anymore. So I
Because
think
you backed
I'm-
up.
Yeah.
So you can just haul.
I don't have room to really run. I'm out of real estate. Like there's no place that I could actually run to that I would get away from him because of the angle of the
Of the
dangle.
dangle?
So I think I'll just ask you to activate.
Okay.
Did we draw cards?
Yes, you got
Okay.
something.
Yeah.
Danger.
I'm just gonna ask you to activate. Because I think I can, as long as. Actually, that might be bad.
Well, I guess the Doctor will attack Dahlia.
Okay. Move back into contact. So you have 3 die 10 with a reroll.
Mm-hmm.
3 die 10. Bessie, I will be trying to dodge you. I'm trying to stay alive here. I'm rolling 4 die 8 to dodge. And you didn't get a single success.
I got a 9, a 4, and a 7.
Oh, I guess if you want to count those.
I do.
All right, so she got a 9, a 4, and a 7.
Not dodging
Dahlia
that 9.
gets 3 4s, so she'll stop the 4. She'll have to roll a 2 dice health check. She is injured. Uh-oh. That was a mistake on my part.
It was a mistake on your part. Possibly a game changer.
Possibly a game changer. And that will make you the director.
Woohoo!
That will make you the director. So now you could choose to force me to activate a character, or do you want to go?
Okay. So the only
Amy's
character
tied
I
up.
have left
Yeah, the only
is
character you have
the only
left
character I
is
have
the-
left to activate is Amy,
That's
Yep.
right.
And she's engaged.
and
with
I can force Dahlia into a fight, right?
Yeah. You can ask me to activate if that's what you mean. But,
I
yeah.
activate Dahlia, and she's within.
No.
in-
I choose who I activate. You can ask
Okay.
me. You can ask me to activate a character, and I'll pick the character. I want to
Okay,
activate.
good. Well, this is bad.
Nah, it's not really. I don't have a lot of options.
All right, go
but-
ahead. You go ahead and activate a character.
Okay. Yeah, because you don't want to activate Amy while she's got 2 serpent dancers ready to trounce her. I sure wish that snake was within range. It's not. It's not within range of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
That stinks. I need to get one of those dancers over there to help Dahlia. You know what? It's all going to come down to that roll. It's all going to come down to whether or not Dahlia can survive the attack.
You're not surviving.
Can one of your
Danger,
dancers
stumble.
disengage Amy because there are two there are two characters on them?
No. No, that's not
They
how
have
it
to-
works.
They both
I
have
have
to
to-
stay there and fight Amy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way you disengage is by choosing to use the dodge move. So if you activated Amy, I could choose to disengage during your activation, and then that would leave me free to go after Doctor Who. But in the current situation, no, I cannot simply walk away from Amy and go over there.
Yep.
Okay.
Because you are the director, so you have a little more control of the
Okay.
situation.
Activate a character.
You know. I don't think there's another way for me to do this, really. I think I'm just going to have to hope that Dahlia can survive against the Doctor. Because if she... It's gonna end up... Yeah. Okay. That's all I can do, really. Because there's no way I could put Amy down. Maybe I can. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. I'm going to activate the snake. And the snake will rush at Amy.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
The snake is rushing Amy. Snake is rolling
5d8?
5d8. Amy, you can brawl me with 4 die 8 or 6 die 6, or you can dodge me with 3 die 8. What do you think you want to do here?
I'm dodging.
Okay.
Dodge.
3 die 8. 3 die 8 is what you have. I have 5d8 coming at you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5d8 of attack.
A 6?
A 6.
Woo!
A single 6. Here is your dodge. A 5 will not stop a 6, and you will have to roll a 1 dice health check.
He had a sidestep.
Do you want to use that sidestep and add an extra dice to your dodge?
Yeah, let me go ahead and do that.
Okay. Okay, there's another dice added in. Sorry, I forgot that. And the
Woo!
8 is enough to successfully dodge. Now, you're in control of the initiative here, so you're going to have to decide, do you remain engaged with my serpent dancers, or do you back up an inch? I don't know. I don't think you want to leave them
I don't
free.
think so, because then they will jump on the Doctor and take him down.
If you disengage from my serpent dancers, one of them will go jump on the Doctor, guaranteed.
So you're fine. You just don't move away, and then...
Then I stay engaged with the two serpent dancers.
Yeah.
That's what I
She's
was
in a
Okay,
lot
I
of
will
trouble,
stay
though.
engaged
Yeah.
with the
All right.
two serpent dancers.
Okay, so the snake was not able to dislodge you. So now you're still in control. Do you want me to activate another character?
Go ahead.
All right. Dang it. I really needed the initiative there.
Yep.
I'm going to activate red-haired serpent dancer, and she will attack Amy.
4 die 8?
4 die 8 coming at Amy. Are you going to dodge me with 3 die 8? Or attack
Yes, she
me?
is.
Okay, dodging with 3 die 8. She's trying to stay on her feet.
Yep.
She's playing it defensive. 4 die 8 and an 8.
Ooh.
3 dice to dodge. Dodged 1. Have to take a 2 dice health check. And she is injured.
Poop. But that's all right. She's still there.
All right, and that will make me the director. I'm going to ask you to activate a character.
Oh, so it's just Amy.
And you're going to have to activate Amy. Amy has been in 2 fights.
Yep.
So you could brawl me. You're only going to have 2
die 6.
die 6 of brawling left.
Or 3 die 6 for dodge.
Or 3 die 6 to dodge. Boy, what do you do here? What I'm going to try to do is get this one out so I can go after the doctor. This one has not activated, so I'm going to try and get her away here. You could go. What do you think you want to do here?
Well, I definitely want to dodge this attack.
Okay, so you're choosing to dodge.
Now,
one on each.
You're going to have to put
Wait a
one
minute.
dice on each one.
one dice
you won't
on
have-
each one.
Yep. So you have 1d6 on each one. As the active character, you get to choose which one of them to fight first.
I do the hurt one.
Do the hurt character first.
I will
Yeah.
do the hurt one. Thank you, Bessie.
So she's attacking you with 4 dice.
6.
No, she is dodging. She will choose to dodge. So she's going to automatically. She's dodging, right? They're
Yeah.
both choosing to
Yes.
dodge, so we don't have to roll any dice. The active character has the option to disengage first. Would you like to back up from the fight, Amy?
No.
Okay, I will back up from the fight. So I'm backing away from the fight. The next fight, you still have 2 other characters to resolve.
If he dodged, would she have to go after Amy? Or would she have to go after Amy?
Yeah, because once again, it would take me away from the major
Okay,
point.
okay.
I could still ignore
I just wanted to
Amy,
clarify. Okay.
even though the doctor was further away.
Amy is still excuse me. Amy is still engaged with the serpent dancer, correct?
I would dodge them.
Yeah, there's no reason not to go ahead and back up. And
Because
that'll
they've
cancel
already
the fights.
activated, so they can't attack you, and they can't attack the doctor, so you might as well save yourself and back up.
Back up and in.
I'll back up.
Leap back up onto the crates. And that cancels those other 2 fights, so they won't
Yeah.
actually get to attack you because you moved away from the fight. I'm still the director. Those 2 have activated, so I still have
You
one
gonna throw her at
character.
the doctor?
Yeah, this character is now going to rush at the doctor. She has not activated, but she has been in
A fight,
one fight,
and she's hurt.
and she's hurt. So she's rolling 3d6 to attack the doctor from behind. Attacking the doctor from behind here.
Now, what about the doctor?
What is the doctor gonna do? He's been in one fight, so he could brawl me with 2d10, or he could try to dodge me with 3d10.
And you don't have to move if you dodge,
You don't have to choose to back away.
so you could still be in contact with Dahlia, so she would still have to fight you
Yeah.
when she activates.
Okay, so if I dodge, I'm still in contact with Dahlia.
Yes. Yeah. You
I will
don't have
dodge.
to back away. Okay. All right. And that is his goal. His goal is to take Dahlia down. So he's using 3d10 to dodge me. I'm using 3d6 to attack him. Here is the attack. I got a 5 and a 4. Here is... Oh. Bessie's coming in to roll the dice.
Got it.
And she easily dodges me. I am going to use my stumble and
Oh,
knock you X inches in a random direction. The X is...
And I'm going to go ahead and re-roll. I'm going to re-roll one of my brawls.
You didn't brawl, you dodged. The X number, boys and
was
girls,
0. It was 0.
is
You're not moving.
0. The X number is 0. So I was not able to move you. I played my stumble card, but it was not able to move you.
Wow, that was
dirty. You put that on there.
I
You did that. So now it's all come down to this roll. This is the last turn of the game. This is the last activation of the game. The whole scenario is going to be decided right here. Because if he's able to injure Dahlia, if he's able to injure her, then she's going to drop the major plot point.
Okay, what does the focus do again?
It gives you a bonus to might, finesse, or cunning, which you're not rolling.
That's what I thought.
Might, finesse, or cunning. Okay, so here we go.
Father.
I have one character that has not activated this turn. And this is the last character to activate in the last turn, and I'm going to activate Dahlia. Dahlia is activating.
You dodging?
A fight will automatically start between her and Doctor Who, and I'm going to choose to dodge. I'm going to be rolling
4
die 6 to dodge. 4 die 6 to dodge. He has now been in 2 fights, so he's down to 1 single D10, but he hasn't used his reroll, so he does have a reroll on there.
Well, that's what I'll do.
Let's see what we can get. Here is the roll from Bessie. Boys and girls, if I haven't already, please take a moment right now and get subscribed to our little channel. It really does mean a lot to us. Also, hit that like button. I hope you're enjoying this game. This is really fun. This has been a ball. Phil, thank you so much for coming on here and playing with us today. If you would like to do this, those of you that are sitting out there watching at home and saying, boy, I think he should have done that different, get on here and play with me on a Sunday. Come on here and play. Even if you've never played a game of Pulp Alley in your life, this is a fun way to learn. We will learn it together because, I barely know how to play myself. So come on here, get signed up to play. Please be sure and hit that like button. Let's see what he gets. He needs a 4 or better. A 2, but he has the reroll. He has the reroll. He has the reroll.
Move your hand.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
10.
Oh, it's a 0.
It's a 10.
He rolled a 0.
Which you can't dodge,
Which
pal.
I cannot roll. I cannot roll a 0. I cannot roll a 10 on my D6s with no matter how many D6s I roll. So that means I have to roll a health check.
On a D6.
And I have to use a D6 because that is my current health. Whammy, 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 woo! Whammy!
No. That's malarkey.
So if I pass this...
Oh, now you're going to shake it really hard.
If I pass this health check, I win the scenario. This whole freaking game came down to this one roll of a 50-50
the stumble
chance.
doesn't count
Are you
here.
kidding me? Are you kidding me? No, the stumble just makes me move. That's not doing anything. None of your cards do anything. None of my cards will help at this moment. None of my cards will help at this moment. None of your cards are going to help this moment. If I roll a 4 or better, I stay on my feet, and I win the game.
See it?
Bam! Look at that, boys and girls! It's a 3, and I fall down. I fall down. He injures her. She falls down.
Woohoo!
She drops the plot point.
Yes, she does.
The artifact is dropped, but it's also the end of the scenario. And neither one of us was actually able to claim the plot point. So at that moment,
good. That's a tie and 3 losses for me. I consider that a win.
This is actually a tie, because the doctor won.
The doctor won.
She dropped her plot point.
So we still
only
had
one. So Phil ended the scenario with 1 victory point to 0. Phil won the scenario. Phil, this was
1 to 3.
You don't even have to count this in any way, shape, or form as a victory, because it was. It was a honest-to-goodness victory. That was a lot of fun.
I'm a wiener.
Coming down to down to the absolute wire. I'm really enjoying this version of the scenario.
Yeah.
It's still very. It doesn't have a lot of special rules, but I like how the plot point works in it.
Yeah.
That you know what it is, but then you have to put it back in there. I got lucky and was able to get it on the very next draw and avoided all those all those.
That was my bad.
Those spoilers and everything.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. Anyway, boys and girls, take a moment and check out Pulp Alley if you don't know about us. Be sure and join us in October for Pulpalooza. Lots and lots of fun there. We're going to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico, October 17th to the 19th for 2.5 days of Pulp Alley fun. Sign up to play with us. Get subscribed to our little channel. Make sure you hit that like button, and we will see you very soon. Bessie, play us out of here.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Bessie.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Phil.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Dave. Bye, everybody. Phil, that was awesome, my man.